Welcome back to my Modern Warfare, or I mean, what did I say? Welcome back to my PS3 game series here, which I show off the gameplays of the game, and I will basically, just have fun with the game and stuff like that. So if you guys are interested, check out the game. I'll put it on the title below. But anyways, I'm playing Black Ops 1 for PS3 today, and let's see how it goes as I talk about random stuff regarding my life and some things that I had today. So let's talk about annoying people first. First off, I used to be annoying back in middle school, but I've learned a lesson that being annoying is not how life goes, okay? If you're gonna be annoying, you might as well get killed because you're that fucking annoying. You can't shut up. You basically have no control over your behavior here. So yeah. Another thing that I would like to mention is that you just shot me, just flipped off, but a great experience here was today during the time of third period here that I noticed a fellow classmate of mine. I mean, he was really bored because, as you can see, he was not paying attention. He was sleeping. He would basically jot down notes to think he was actually working, but the teacher didn't care about him, so that's pretty good. Because I mean, why would you want to care about someone who doesn't pay attention? Okay. But after that, he was basically jotting down notes to think that he was actually doing it, but in reality he was just jotting down a little tiny bit of notes, so to make it look like he was bullshitting the teacher and thinking he was writing down everything, blah 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 blah. But no, he wasn't, and he made this annoying cough sound that you guys may have noticed in Family Guy, the series in which Brian, Stewie, and Peter are all sitting in a fancy chair. They're wearing like the tuxedos and all that stuff like that. And I guess Brian starts coughing, and after that Stewie starts coughing, after that Peter starts coughing, and after that they're coughing to see who's the loudest. Or you may remember the time when you see these two old men reading a newspaper, and then one of them starts coughing, and then the other starts coughing, and yeah, and it's basically the whole point of this coughing is to show who has a better advantage or to annoy people. And he just kind of got on my nerves here because, as you can see, I'm sucking ass on the gameplay right now. But yeah, that's tough to say for the fact that he was really annoying, because he really was, okay? I mean, he was, I would like to imagine that he did not get the best grade, because every day I would see him in my school days, he would not bring the notebook that was assigned, because everyone had to carry a notebook to jot down notes and stuff like that. But he would always complain to teachers that, oh, I forgot my notebook, or oh, it's not here, but in reality he doesn't really give a shit about school, as you can see. The surprising thing is that he is my friend on Facebook. So what does that show? Does that show that I have stupid friends who don't succeed in life? No, he added me, okay? He added me, I accepted it, think it was nothing. I mean, he's done a pretty good job of not annoying me on Facebook, but on real life here, it's like he doesn't know me. It's like he thinks I was someone else who added him, or someone else who accepted this friend request for no apparent reason. But he doesn't know me, so that's good, because I don't want him to know the fact that, that he doesn't have a future. I mean, I'm pretty sure he does, but he just doesn't want the best out of it. He wants the lucky. He would rather work in some sort of job that would pay him money, I suppose. Anyways, I've been doing this rewind of this topic for like 4 times now, so I'm kind of running out of breath here. So I'll talk again when I'm ready. So please stand by as you watch the gameplay. So I'm back now, and that was a brief silence of me shutting the fuck up, because as you can see, I get really annoying when I talk too much. But in real life, however, I don't act this way. And by the way, this is not an alter ego, this is not a persona or nothing. This is just to show that I am more confident on the camera alone rather than just talking to other people in real life. Although I do talk to people in real life, I feel like when you volunteer to talk in the class, it's not really my type of thing. So yeah, let's talk about how I threw a rock at a Mexican's house and my life story on this. So when I was very young, I was really bored, as you guys may have noticed, because I don't talk a lot, or I do upload videos, but I'm not the best at it. Therefore, you can evaluate that I'm not a person who talks a lot, because if you're a person who talks a lot, you would have more confidence. You would sound more enthusiastic or something like that. But I was really bored one day, so I decided to throw a rock into a Mexican's house. And the reason why was I just felt like I was not mad at the time. I mean, at the time, I was never mad, okay? But at that time, I was so bored that I had to do the thing that would actually, change my life in a way. And this was throwing a small piece of rock, or I think it was like a huge chunk, but it wasn't that huge. But it left a pretty good mark. I mean, the mark was pretty much clean, but it wasn't too big. It was like it was sort of like a small circle, and this, like, you can see the scope in here. It was like this scope in here, but like 2x the times bigger, but not too big. But unfortunately, he noticed, because there was a loud noise in there. I mean, it wasn't that loud, but I mean, it was the noise that you can notice. And once he heard that, he kind of yelled at me. I went to my dad. Like when kids get in trouble, they tell their dads, they tell their parents to back them and stuff like that, right? And I went to my dad, and then after he came outside, he didn't get mad at me because he was a nice dad, thank God. And he told a Mexican guy that he was sorry for what his son did, me being his son here. I mean, you don't think that I'm evil or nothing. I'm not. I was never evil. Okay, like I said, this is out of boredom here. And to this day, I've realized that doing things such as smoking drugs or doing crack or doing any of those stupid things that I'll never do. I mean, I'll never do them, to be honest here. Let's be honest here. I would never do them. So it kind of shows that if you have something good that you want to portray, for example, you can call me sort of a nice guy, you can call me a quiet guy. People would call me either way. Be sure to know that if you keep on doing this, things will happen. Okay, I mean, you don't think that life will not take consequences of your actions. They will. So yeah, let me take another breath here. I'll take breaths repetitively, because like I said, I've been. It's basically whenever I upload a video longer, it's because of the YouTube uploader, or the fact that my computer is slow, or it's the fact that I talk too much and I want it to be a perfect video, but I can never get the fact that a perfect video requires you messing up a lot. So once more again, please allow me to breathe for a little bit, for I'm human and I'm not a machine. And I will go on to talk about something interesting as I play and as I think here. So here we go. Enjoy the gameplay, by the way. That's the best thing I have to say. 7 minutes. Alright, I'm back from my deep slumber of me shutting the fuck up once again, and I'm sorry for cussing, but it just seems so mature when you cuss. So let's talk about the fact that if I was never born, none of this would happen. So let's talk about it. So once upon a time ago, my parents, including me, my dad and my mom, only had money to afford one children. Now, this is sort of a risky pick, knowing the fact that my dad liked me more than my mom, and this came down to the vote because back then my dad and my mom were able to produce me and my sister, but since there's only money for one, they chose me instead. So this is why I'm still alive. So this is the reason why I don't want to get hated on, because if I get hated on, it will feel like, my sister would have done a good job of making my family's name a good deed instead of me being retarded and doing all this weird stuff and blah blah. So if my sister was born, she would be around the same age as I, and she would have never done any of the things I would have done. For example, uploading videos on YouTube or getting confident over your camera. Is that me? That's not I don't. What? I shot. Nice. But anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed this Black Ops 1 gameplay here. Very, very nice, and I scored first place, so that's good. But again, make sure to check out my other PS2 series. For my UFC series is currently available right now, and I'll continue uploading until I have reached the maximum number, which is 8. So with that being said, I am PewDiePie, and I will be uploading other videos soon. Bye.